Good evening,
Boy,
Drew.
I'm real bad at this. So,
Oh,
buddy, I'm so sorry.
don't worry
So,
about it.
the
Oh,
last couple weeks have been like a nightmare of trying to record and me not sending calendar invites and then other stuff. It's just been, oh God, it's been so difficult.
oh,
But we're here now.
we are. We are here
Is your
now.
is your trick or treat over now?
It is. Yes. Yeah.
It ended at 8. Okay,
It
I think
ended at
ours is
8.
done now too.
Yeah. It was cold and wet.
Yeah, no, the weather here sucks. The weather here sucks right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what did you pass out?
Oh, well, Drew, I'm a very, very fancy man. So
You are.
I we passed out nerds gummy clusters.
Buddy, we are cut from the same cloth. That we also handed out nerds gummy clusters.
Yeah. And we also handed out some light up Halloween rings to the cute kids. So yeah. Yeah.
To the cute kids.
Yeah, like the little kids. Little kids.
Oh, okay. But
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Light up Halloween rings. Tell me more.
My wife bought a whole bunch of not cheap plastic rings, but they'll have cheap red and blue LEDs that flash. You'll be able to turn a little switch on them, and there was like eyeballs and skulls and pumpkins and
Interesting.
just nice little. Yeah.
Wow.
That my wife
You
did that,
guys
so,
you guys must have been the talk of the neighborhood there.
I don't know. Maybe I don't. There was someone on the street handing out Pokemon cards, so maybe we're number 2.
Jesus. What?
Yeah. Because we had like are you the one handing out Pokemon cards? Like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Wow. Man, Halloween's wild now.
Mm-hmm.
I would have never thought that.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
do your kids still do anything?
No. Well, my daughter is at a friend's house watching movies, but not Halloween spooky movies, just movies.
Just hanging out.
Mm-hmm. And my son is upstairs, just brooding. No, he's not brooding.
Brooding.
Drew.
What?
He applied for colleges this week.
Oh shit, dog. Okay, okay. So actually, here's the thing. So the last time we recorded, there were a lot of really important things that were about to happen for your son.
Yeah.
So why don't we do a quick little Zach update here?
Okay.
First, I want to hear about senior night.
It was good
Because we talked about this. I don't know if we mentioned it on the podcast, but that was something that was about to happen last time we recorded.
Yeah. So the Thursday before that football game, there was a big dinner for all the band kids and the senior parents. They make a big deal of the seniors to give them presents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it was pizza. It was fine. It was nice. Then on the football game, they had a big ceremony and all the senior cheerleaders, football players, and band kids walk with their parents down the football field and got our picture taken, and they got announced, and that was nice. And like they do this tradition where they make, for the senior band kids, they make like the sash that goes on the uniform that has like their name, and it has the logos for all 4 of the shows they did. So like their 4 years in high school. And that was nice. And then there was state competition that happened last weekend, and they got a superior. And
that's good, right?
That's good. That's the best you can get. That's the best.
Okay. Yeah, superior means that.
Yeah. And so the band is kind of done except for playoff games, but playoff games have really stupid rules. So basically it means I'm done with band or marching band. I'm done with marching band. The kids still have to go and perform like stand tunes and stuff. But yeah, it's beginning to sink into me that he's not going to be around here much longer, at least not in the way that he is now. So yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
So let's talk about that then. So senior night was good. I mean, were you able to keep together when you guys got on the field and everything?
I mostly did okay. Yeah. There's a couple moments. Yeah, there's a couple moments. I teared up. There was one spot during like their state band competition where I did tear up a little bit, but yeah.
Got it. Okay, so he applies to colleges now.
Yes. He submitted his applications. He submitted to University of Cincinnati, Ohio University. That's his number 1 pick. OSU, Miami, Otterbein, and Capital, I believe. Those are the six. So
Now, what is has he decided what he wants to do?
nursing.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I'm bad. I forgot. Those are all phenomenal nursing schools.
Yeah, he doesn't have a high enough ACT score to qualify right now for the nursing school at OU. But
Really?
yeah. But he's been assured that that won't like get into the school, start taking your like normal like you know all your
Oh,
requirements, and then he can
he
get in
could
the nurse.
basically be guaranteed a spot now, or he could work towards it once he gets into like
Exactly.
the undergrad. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah.
is that a 4-year program or 6-year program?
4 year. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's a good question, Drew. I think it's 4, but I could be wrong.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So of all the schools you mentioned, is there like one you kind of secretly hope he gets into?
OU would be perfectly. It would be great. It's like a little bit an hour away. There's already like Taze Valley kids that he knows that are going there. He does want to be in the marching band, but he doesn't want to be like the only thing he does in school. Like, so if he like went to OSU, he wouldn't try to be in the marching band there because those kids are like in a cult. Uh, so yeah, I think it'd be good for him. It's what he wants. So I'm just like, yeah, like let's. Yep.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And how are we feeling?
It's complicated. Yeah. I'm gonna
Okay.
I mean, it's it's nice because like he's taking the next step, and like it's hard not to be proud of him to go in the medical field and stuff like that. But like it's just gonna be weird with him not here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Jennifer doing okay?
Yeah, so far. Yeah. It'll hit her. I think it'll hit her later. It's just been like she's been helping him getting his college essay done and stuff like
It's a
that.
big deal.
Mm-hmm,
Yeah, I did. So interestingly enough, when I applied to college, I only applied to one college.
Okay.
And that was the University of Pittsburgh. I applied no other schools. And in typical Drew fashion, like I sort of had to be convinced that I needed to do this.
Oh, okay.
It was, and like, here's the thing. When I was in high school, I didn't take, how do I put this? Like, I didn't take your traditional AP classes. Like, I didn't take like AP English or AP Chem or anything like that because one, I just wasn't very smart. And two, I took these courses that were actually offered through the University of Pittsburgh that were computer programming courses. So starting my sophomore year and every year after that, and twice my junior year, because we did 2 programming languages, I had a bunch of college credits because I knew that I wanted to go to school for like computer science, and that's not ultimately what I majored in, but I knew that I wanted to go for that. So I applied to college like my junior year, like later in my junior year.
Oh, okay.
So I did like the essay, I applied, I did the PSATs, I did the SATs my junior year. And like I had submitted my college packet like right before summer started between my junior and senior year. I got my acceptance letter to Pitt like right as school started for my senior year. And I just completely checked out. All I had to do, literally my only requirement for graduating was obviously not to fail out, but the only class I really had to pass was English. And I always liked the English class. My English teacher my senior year was really good, and we did like some public speaking stuff, and you know how much I like that. So like it was not a big deal. And like every other class, I just completely goofed off. Like I made Jello in chem. Like I just didn't care. I worked. I skipped a bunch of school. Yeah, I was not like an ideal student my senior year, but it never really dawned on me that if I hadn't got accepted to Pitt, I'm not really sure what I would have done. Like I didn't really have any other schools in mind. I always wanted to go to Pitt because part of it was I used to go to Pitt football games with my dad when the stadium was on campus. It's not there anymore. And when I was in those AP courses for those computer programming courses, we actually had to go down to Pitt once a year, like a field trip to like go to the computer lab and do an assignment. So I got to go and like explore the computer labs as like a young kid in high school, and I just thought it was really cool. So I don't know. That was like my only plan, and I'm glad it worked out because I don't know what I would have done. I really don't know what I would have done. So, but I didn't end up doing computer science because I wasn't smart enough. Anyway, well, that's good. When do you think he'll hear?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, good luck, buddy.
Yeah, we'll see.
Now, he's obviously a really smart kid. Is there any kind of like scholarships or anything he's eligible for? Or
yeah, we'll start figuring all that stuff out once he I guess step 1, get approval. Step 2, get money. So I don't know.
Step 3, question mark.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, everything's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Everything's happening right now for you.
Yep.
Okay, so part of the reason that we got sort of waylaid this week, everything outside of everything that you just talked about with all the band stuff, is I had to go to Boston this week.
Boston.
Yeah, work is like really works a lot right now. Works a lot right now because everybody's rushing to get things done for the end of the year. So lots of meetings, lots of calls, long days. I'm not gonna lie, it's starting to take a little bit of a toll on me. I've got some weird things going on with like my eye. It's like just twitching involuntarily which I'm sure is perfectly normal.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But I got to go to Boston, and it was neat because that lets me fly Delta like a big boy, and I got upgraded both ways because I'm a special boy on Delta. And yeah, it was a good trip. I got to see a lot of people I hadn't seen for a while. This was more of like a team thing. There was like a big conference out there, and we were meeting with customers and having like dinners and doing all the stuff that we do. But Boston's an interesting town. It's actually really easy to get around. That was the first trip that I took in a while where I didn't take an Uber once.
Oh.
So, we were meeting pretty much in downtown areas of downtown Boston. And I know there's like 100 different neighborhoods, but Boston to me is a really easy city to get around because of the public transit and faster. Because traffic in downtown Boston is like crazy. Like watching people actually drive in Boston was going to give me hives because people just turn. Like there's like no turn signals. People just honk at each other constantly. Like it's just like, I know that driving in a city is stressful, but Boston just seems like it's a whole different thing. So what's nice is when you fly into Logan International there, it's really easy to get to what they call the Blue Line, and you take the Blue Line pretty much all the way into the city, and their subway map is super easy to read. I knew exactly where I needed to get off. It's $2.50. It took me longer to ride the shuttle from the airport terminal to where you actually get on the train than it did to actually ride the train to my stop.
Huh,
and then when I was there, I just walked. Everything I needed was within a 15-minute walk, and there's just colleges everywhere there. Like everywhere you look, there's like Emerson and Tufts and Boston College and like all these different colleges just everywhere. You're just like littered with college kids wherever you go. So I never really felt unsafe or anything like that. But it was a good trip. I don't know. You just got back from somewhere too, didn't you?
Nope.
No, I thought you have a trip coming up maybe?
I have a trip in December. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's for work, right?
Vegas, baby.
That's right.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, good trip.
Oh, cool. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. I'm anxious to hear about this next thing.
So, my beloved web browser, Arc, and the browser company, the company that makes Arc, I don't know, man. Like, things are getting weird.
Okay, so let me ask the question I always ask you. Can you give them money?
No.
Okay, all right.
No, you can't give them money. So there was this YouTube video, and it was the
I'm starting to watch it right now.
Yeah, it's a lot. I'll summarize it. Basically, they've been working on like this new product, like Arc 2.0, they had this epiphany that like, you know what? Like Arc sure is something, but like it's never going to be mass market. It is a power user browser. It is for mega nerds like me. So what they said is Arc 2.0 is gone, not working anymore. Arc, the browser itself, is basically done. It's feature complete. They'll still do bug fixes and stuff, but like it's done. What's an Arc is going to be an Arc, and they're building something else.
Okay, but we don't know what that is yet.
It's going to have AI in it.
Well, of course it is.
Yeah. So, yeah.
How do you feel about that?
I mean, so like I do kind of lurk on the like Arc subreddit, and people are just pissed. People are like, I'm done. I'm out of here. But like to me, like Arc still, like the browser still works. It still does what I want. I don't need it to do anymore.
Okay, so you're obviously deep. You're deep in the mix here.
Yeah.
What do people want that it doesn't have? What are they upset about?
I don't know.
No one's articulated it.
Well, I think they need to finish the Windows browser. That's still pretty bad, and the Android. I think they are still going to like work on it and try to get that up and working. But like no real new features, which I'm fine with. But like what I'm concerned about is like they're a company that's running completely on VC. And they're just like, we've been working on something for a few months. We're just going to throw it away. And we're going to do something else. We don't know what it is yet. We have some ideas. And it's like, oh, geez. Like, good luck getting another round of funding unless you guys pull a rabbit out of your butts. So I'm just afraid one day we're like, I don't, like, it's gone and I have to use something like, I don't know, like, what's that? What is it? Sigma OS or something like that. Yeah, I know. But I just, God, I wish they had a business model that they were taking.
They clearly, I mean, they clearly don't, right?
No,
they clearly don't.
No, I just, I still sell me a fucking t-shirt. I don't care. So,
So about your browser.
Okay.
I installed it on my iPhone.
Oh, you put Arc Search on your phone.
I did.
Okay.
I did. I got so frustrated with Safari. I'm so sick of web pages just hijacking my browser. We talked about ad blocking on the iPhone not too long ago. And it got to a point on this trip to Boston where I was like I said, sitting on a plane or, sitting in my hotel room trying to browse the internet. And it's just, the internet is so lousy to browse on your phone. Like, it is. You'll be scrolling through a page and then all of a sudden you get a half page video ad that just auto plays.
Would you like to sign up for our newsletter?
Yeah. Like you get the trifecta. You get the ad, you get the enable notifications, and then you get the accept all our cookies things. And somewhere behind all of that is what you're actually trying to read. And some of the sites that I read, I'll be halfway through reading the article and Safari's like, oops, I crashed here. Let me reload the page. And you have to scroll back down to where you were before. And you have to click that button because half the story's hidden beneath like a click to follow thing. I don't know what that's about. Just the web is just so awful. Like I hate it now.
It can be, yeah.
And now, since I'm not running a Pi-hole at home anymore, like I get it on my computers. I just hate what the internet is now. But anyway, I decided after our last conversation about ad blocking to give this a shot. And I got to say, I actually like it.
Have you used like the browse for me stuff that's in there?
Yes, I have.
Yeah,
I have. Yeah. I use that. I was doing some research and I use that. Now, sometimes, okay, so this is what I want to talk about. Like the reason I'm putting this here is I need your help.
Okay.
I have not quite mastered like the workflow for browsing the internet with this browser.
Okay.
If I need to search for something, this thing is phenomenal.
Yeah,
I just go in there, I type in, and it's like browse for me. It summarizes. Boom. That is like
it's good.
Chef's
it's
kiss.
good.
I love
it's real
that.
Good. It's real good.
But if I know what website I want to go to, that's a different story for me. So let me explain how I'm using this browser, and you tell me where I'm doing this wrong.
Well, you can type URLs into the search bar.
Okay, so here's the thing. So I have Arc search open on my phone right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I have it open to a news site, okay?
Okay.
Now, when I look at this UI, the web page is full page, right?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay. At the bottom, I have what looks like thumbnails of other websites that I've gone to.
Mm-hmm.
I have a giant plus sign.
Yep.
And then I have a little up arrow.
Mm-hmm.
So if you knew that you wanted to go to like bigbootylatinas.com right now, walk me through how you would get there. Would you hit a plus?
I would hit plus.
You would hit plus.
And I would type big booty Latinas.
Okay.
Go. And I would, and then if I would do a Google search, and then I would pick the site that I needed, or if I'd put .com, it'd go directly right there, and that's how I would go. Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, but
you kind of
okay.
So you kind of here's I'm gonna give you a pro tip. So those thumbnails of all those other pages, don't worry about them. Don't worry about them.
So every time I click plus,
it'll clean up after itself. It'll close those. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I have a real hard time with that. But hold on. So every time I want to go to a new website, I should be using plus, not the up arrow and changing the address.
I hit plus every time. Plus.
And my other windows are just kind of there.
Yeah. Or also what I do is, because I know a lot of the sites that I want are I've put into spaces in Arc on the desktop, and those sync with there, so I can just type a few words. It's like, oh, you probably want this link, and I'm like, yes. And to me, like those tabs, they're temporary. If I want to keep something, I will hit the up arrow and I will hit pin, and I will put it in one of my spaces and then come to it back on my desktop web browser.
Okay.
See how those two products synergize.
Okay. But yeah, and then I can summarize web pages.
Yeah. And the great part is, have you noticed that the easy way to do that is just to zoom out on the web page?
No.
Yes.
How do I do that? Walk me through it.
So if you have a web page open.
Yep.
So just pinch, so bring your fingers close to each other.
Oh, look at that little thing.
Yeah. And then it will summarize the page you're on for you.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So these tabs though, these little tab everywhere sync with Arc Desktop. I'm not there yet. Yeah. Okay, slow down. Okay. I'm wading into this ecosystem now. You got me. They got me. Okay, they got me.
Have you tried Call Arc yet?
Oh, okay. How do I do that?
So literally, while you have the Arc browser open, just put it to your ear and wait for it to tell you you can talk or whatever it says, and you just talk to it.
Okay, so I'm gonna take one of my headphone cups off. Okay, so I have the app open and I'm gonna hold it to my ear, and what's gonna happen?
It should say something to you. Maybe do you have to hit plus first? Oh yeah.
I'm doing it for the first time.
Okay.
Oh, she needs additional access.
Oh, of course. But I need your microphone.
Looks like I need additional access. Tap to allow. Okay, yep. Grant access to my microphone. Yep. Access speaker recognition. Thanks. What would you like to know? Who is the most popular model on bigbootylatinas.com? She's thinking about it. She couldn't find any information on that.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna hit end. So I can just talk to the lady in my phone.
There's a lady in your phone now. Yeah.
All right. There's a lady in my phone.
Be careful. Siri's gonna get jealous.
Oh shit. Oh god. Oh no, Arc, don't do that. No, Arc, stop. No, Arc, stop. No, quit it. I didn't want that.
Oh.
I'm sure there's a lady in their phone. Oh yeah, the dueling ladies, huh?
Yeah.
Phew. Okay, so it needs to be said that so far, I mean, workflow stuff aside, this browser is pretty fucking snappy.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
I really like that the address bar is kind of out of the way, so I don't accidentally touch Lonely Island or whatever it's called at the top.
Yeah.
It's fast. It seems to do a
Mm-hmm.
really good job of blocking ads.
It
Like I'm
sure
going to go
does.
to the site that I know is just rotten with ads that I read on a regular basis, and I'm very curious to see what happens. I have not had a crash. I've not had any problems. I as of today, to kind of show my commitment to this application, I put it in the place where Safari used to be.
Nice, nice.
So it's just all muscle memory
Mhm.
now.
And
But I gotta
you
ask
can
you,
you can change your default browser too, so like
I
links you
did,
open for other apps. Yeah,
I
open.
did,
Yeah, yeah.
I did that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm sort of in the lifestyle, if you will. It's pretty good. I
Pretty good.
don't think I'm there yet on Arc for the desktop,
It's not for everybody. It's not for everybody. I'm the first to admit it. It's it's weird.
but
Mm-hmm.
it's making me think about it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
making me think about it.
Arc search is great. Yeah, I it's because most of the time when you're on your phone, you're going to your web browser because you're looking for something,
Yep.
right? It's not like you just want to browse the internet and read CNN. It's like, oh, who was that guy in that one movie?
Well, okay, but hold on.
And-
Like I have sites that I check throughout the day, especially
Okay,
because
yeah.
we're in this terrible election cycle. Like I have sites that I will read on a daily basis, either first thing in the morning as I'm getting out of bed, or right as I'm getting ready to go to bed. Because 98% of my day is spent in front of a computer, so I don't need to do that on my phone. But when I am on my phone, there are sites that I go to. But it sounds like I should be using Spaces to do that
yeah, yeah.
instead, and then just doing summarizations with this thing.
Yeah, Arc browser is on the desktop. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot. It can be but I'm all in. I'm all in. I've got So, but I'm glad you're using Arc Search because I think even by itself, it's a great. Even if you don't completely replace Safari, it's a great way to go and like start your searches.
The past 2 days, I have not had to go back to Safari.
Yeah, I don't use it anymore either.
It's good. I mean,
it's good.
I was very reluctant, and the first like day with it, I really struggled. I really struggled with it because I wasn't sure if I was using it right. It definitely didn't feel like I was using it right. And like you're right, like how they're all VC funded. Like AI is not free.
No, it's not.
Like somebody's paying for those tokens.
Yeah.
It's a little scary.
It is. It is.
I mean, I totally get it now. I don't want this to go away.
I don't either.
This is a really good browser.
It is. Yeah. Turns out a company that calls themselves the browser company, they learn how to make good web browsers. It's funny how that works.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I don't know. What's their like? Where do you read? Where are people mad? Are they mad on Reddit?
Reddit. Of course, they're mad on Reddit.
Well, okay, that's okay. Rhetorical. I get it. But
yeah.
But no. But like I'm not deep enough in the paint with it to say it needs this feature. For me, it's checking all my boxes right now. I probably need to adjust my workflows to do more summarizations. But sometimes I want to read the whole article.
Yeah.
Like if it's a news article, I want to read the whole thing. If it's a Wikipedia article, I'm fine with it summarizing it.
Yeah,
like I summarized the history of the AIM-9X Sidewinder today. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Like I use both. Like I'll go to a web page and I'll do the things like, oh my god, that's way too long that I want to read. Pinch, give me the highlights. Are great, perfect. Or the browse for me. Or it's good.
You got me, Paul. You got me. All right, changing gears a little bit. It's officially Call of Duty season.
Shooty Man's brand new Shooty Man's
back on my bullshit, and boy, it's a game.
So what is it this time? It's Call of Duty
Black Ops 6.
Black Ops 6. That's the sneaky Shooty Man's.
Well,
no.
So
okay.
Oh man, okay. We're gonna go down a Call of Duty rabbit hole here. So the Call of Duty license basically rotates between a bunch of different developers.
Yeah.
So you have Infinity Ward, you have Treyarch, and then Sledgehammer Studios is also in there, and they all sort of have their own. What's the word I'm looking for? Their own version of Call of Duty that they work on. So like Infinity Ward, they typically work on the modern warfare. So anytime you see modern warfare in a title, that's usually Infinity Ward. So I still think that the two best Call of Duty games ever created was Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, like back in the day. Like that was an event. Like that was before digital downloads. That was like right after the first Modern Warfare game where everybody like sort of loved it. Modern Warfare 2 was great. It was fun. It was ubiquitous. Like everybody played that game. And everybody remembers playing that game pretty much. And then there were a whole bunch of Call of Duties after that I didn't like. And then they did Modern Warfare 2019, which was like a reboot of the first game. And it was real, real good. And I was really good at it. Like I legitimately was good at that game. The single player campaign was really good. It had a lot of cool set pieces, really good graphics, and they just did a really good job with it. And then like the next few Call of Duties after that were not super great. So Treyarch has the Black Ops series. Now the Black Ops series started back in the day too with Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. This has been the series where they've done like the player that you have sometimes has like a special power or special ability that you charge up and use. They've gone away from that in recent years, and Black Ops 6 doesn't have that. But it definitely goes more recent history. So there was like the 60s with Vietnam, and then there was the 70s, and then it was like last year was the 80s. This year's the 90s. So the soundtrack is amazing because they have like licensed music from like Nine Inch Nails and stuff in the campaign, and like all the cool 90s music that we listen to is like in the single player campaign, which the single player campaign for the first time in a long time was really, really good. I finished it the other night. It was great. Loved it. Much better than anything in recent memory from any of the other games. And then Sledgehammer Studios sort of owns the monopoly on the World War II version of Call of Duty. So the last couple games like Vanguard, I didn't really like. This year's Call of Duty is pretty good. The single player campaign was really good. Multiplayer is... I think I just need to admit that I'm not as good at these games as I used to be. Yeah. I'm getting outplayed by younger, sweatier, twitchier kids that I just can't keep up with. So I get in there and I set my expectations accordingly, and I have a good time. There's also a zombies mode again this year, which is like PvE, where it goes back to the more round-based thing instead of like the open world shit that everybody's been doing for a while. So far it's pretty good. And if you play Call of Duty and you want to play Call of Duty with me, just, send us an email, or you probably can find me on Steam or Oh, that's the other thing too. So this year I did not buy Call of Duty.
Oh.
So this is the first year I did not give Activision my money.
Okay.
The last few years I've not been satisfied with the product. But you may remember that Microsoft bought Blizzard Activision, right?
Yeah.
And Call of Duty is published by Activision.
So Game Pass.
So it's on Game Pass.
Nice.
Now, Paul, you've used Game Pass before.
I have.
So games on Game Pass. If you were to play a game that maybe had additional downloadable content, how would you get that on your Game Pass?
You have to use the Xbox store thing.
You have to buy it, right?
You have to buy it, yeah. You get the base game for free, but the DLCs usually aren't.
Okay, so yeah. Call of Duty. So here's the thing. So every year Call of Duty does this thing where there's the base game, and it's like $70.
Yeah.
Like that's what a AAA game costs now. 60, 70 bucks. That gets you the base game. But they always have like this year it's the hardened edition. I'm so hard all the time, right? And if you buy that, what you get is maybe you get a few extra like operator skins, which are just make your guy or lady look different in the multiplayer. You might get a couple extra like good boy tokens that help you get experience faster or something like that. There's no like pay to win stuff in there. Maybe different skins or camouflages for your guns, finishing moves. Like there's all kinds of shit they throw at you. Now, that's like $30. But the one thing you get for that is when the battle pass launches, because everybody has a friggin' battle pass now, which is like the what do they call that? Why is live service? It's a live service game.
Yeah. They want to give you a reason to come back and keep playing. They keep giving you a little bit of dopamine. You get that new skin. You get something. Yeah,
right.
yeah.
So and Diablo does that, right? Like Diablo has the and like there's two tracks for the poors that don't want to spend any money. You can still earn stuff, but if you give them money, you get additional rewards faster. Okay. So Call of Duty's been doing that for the past few years. I'm sure this year will be no different. Now that season has not launched yet.
Okay.
But because I'm getting this on Game Pass, I did not pay that money. So this is the first year I didn't do that. And it's perfectly fine. I'm having a wonderful time. But so Paul, how do people who write software make money now?
Subscriptions.
Uh-huh.
Reoccurring revenue. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So
is there a subscription?
Okay. So pop quiz, Paul. If you were going to make a Call of Duty subscription, what do you think you would do?
Ooh.
So we already have a battle pass.
Okay, I would
right?
probably
how else could you squeeze money out of people?
Additional maps.
They typically don't do that. They've been pretty good about making maps free for everybody.
Is it
good guess.
Subscription only skins?
Nope, that comes in the battle pass.
Okay.
So
okay.
This is a little bit of a brain teaser, right?
This is tough. How else are they gonna get money out of you? Oh.
What if I told you that there was a version of the audio of the game that you had to buy a subscription to use?
Holy no way.
Link in chat. So for people who don't play video games or are maybe software developers, sometimes you will write software or a game that takes advantage of a particular engine to do something. Like if you've ever played a game, sometimes in the startup of the game, they'll play like all these different logos, like Bink Video, for example, or Unreal Engine 6 or something.
Mm-hmm. You see
what
that
that means
all the time in your startup screens and stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
What that means is the developers basically licensed that technology to bring you this game. And part of your money that you're giving to them helps cover the cost of the license, because some of them are like based on number of copies sold, or there's an upfront license cost for them to develop using that technology. Okay. Now, this has to be the most sinister shit that I've seen in a long time. Okay. So one of the biggest advantages in the game of Call of Duty is audio. When you're playing multiplayer, being able to hear people's footstep is a like super big deal. So spatial audio is a technology that's been in games for a while now. It's built into Windows, okay?
Yeah.
But this year, what they've done is Black Ops 6 basically has better audio, but instead of Activision licensing that and giving that to everybody, they're basically passing that through to where it's like, hey, if you want this, you pay for it. Now, I have mixed feelings about this. Maybe it kept the cost of development down. Maybe it made the download not as big.
Yeah. Or maybe they have to pay a licensing fee for everybody who uses it, so it was a way to keep the cost.
I'm sure there's probably more of it, but this is such a Pandora's box where it's like, hey, here's the basic version of the game that has like not as good graphics,
this is horse armor for 2024.
Right. Horse armor is a hell of a pull, by the way. But yeah, you have to pay for the good audio this year. You have to pay extra money. So if you already shelled out $60 for this game, you're going to pay another $20. Now it's going to get you a subscription to this service for 5 years. But we have no idea what other games are going to use this.
Yeah.
Right? Like this is the only game that I know of right now that takes advantage of this. This is a choice. Like this is a definite choice in game development now. And by the way, this isn't just a PC thing. This is like everybody on Xbox, everybody on PlayStation could have this better audio, I believe.
Wild.
This is uncharted territory.
I generally not super plugged into the Call of Duty news, but I figured this one would have hit my radar at some point just for being so absurd. But
yeah, now in that link, you should watch the video.
Okay.
The company's name is Embody, and it's called Immerse Spatial Audio. Like you actually have to use an app on your phone to set it up, and then it takes your audio profile and then it sort of creates this custom profile for you. So like it's interesting. I don't think it's $20 interesting, but it's interesting. So you should definitely go to that link and watch that video.
I'll watch
it's
that, yeah.
wild. It's wild. That there's like, if I don't get better at the game, I might buy it to see if it makes me do better.
Yeah.
But I don't know yet. Okay, so speaking of things to spend money on, I got a Lego catalog in the mail.
Oh, nice. What did you buy?
Do you get those?
Yeah, we still get those. Yeah.
I haven't bought anything yet, but
Okay.
my wife likes to buy me Lego sets for gifts.
Yeah, good gifts.
So I thought I would point out a few that I'm thinking about, and I would love to kind of hear what you're thinking.
Okay.
So the first one is set number. Where does it tell me the set number?
All right, I'm ready to search. I'm at lego.com.
Oh, item number 21351. This is the Nightmare Before Christmas set.
Oh, yeah. You know, if I my son likes Nightmare Before Christmas. If I saw this one in a store, I would already own it as a gift for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
That my wife came very late to Nightmare Before Christmas, but she loves it. She especially loves Little Zero. There's a Little Zero minifig in there.
I should text this to my wife.
Yeah. It's $200.
I know, but yeah.
I mean, it seems like a lot, but there's a lot going on in this set. Like if you watch the little videos, so I'm on the lookout for that. Like I'm really interested in that one.
Okay.
The other one the one that I really want is item number 21350.
What was it?
21350.
350. Yeah. Let's see what this is here. It's loading. Jaws.
Yeah, so they have a Jaws Lego set that's basically a scene from the movie where the shark is like, basically eating the boat. Yeah. It's so good. They have Quint and they have Brody and then the other guy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's great. And you can put the shark on its own little stand.
But you would have to do it to bite in the boat, right?
Oh, like, you have to do it. That's iconic. Like that was the point in that movie where I'm like, come on. Like the shark just seemingly gets bigger throughout the entire movie. But that's that is a great Lego set. That's a great Lego set. He's got his little chum bucket.
Yeah, I'm looking at that image. 5 for 13. Where he's holding the little bucket. He's like sad, like, uh-oh, Jaws.
Yeah, that's a great one. This one, I saw a different article about because apparently Lego is out of their minds about flowers these days. So, 21353.
21353. I've seen a lot of these at the store. Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently they basically came up.
I watched the unveiling of that. That set looks incredible.
Yeah, so apparently there's a whole bunch of like bespoke flower models that they made for this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the botanical gardens. That one looks really cool too.
Does look cool.
And then just because, me, I'm a sucker for old tech. This one, 10334.
Dude, that's cool. The
old radio, right?
Yeah.
They also have the old typewriter. The old typewriter's cool, but I think it's a little too much. And I don't know where I would put it, but the old radio looks pretty cool.
Does it actually work? Is it a real FM radio?
That's a good question. New sound.
Turn on the dial. Here a selection of easy building favorites. So it's got it plays music. Oh, you put your smartphone in there.
Yeah, you put your smartphone in there. Because I have an extra smartphone, I can just put in a Lego set.
Yeah.
No, it's pretty cool. I mean, I like all of the There's a couple other ones too that I think are cool, but I just don't know where I would put them. Like, I mean, I already have the Concorde is huge. The Concorde sits on my desk right now, just barely. I love that thing. I love that Concorde model. The architecture sets are really cool. I really like the architecture sets a lot. I like trains. I like the Ideas series. I mean, I just like Lego in general. But I think that if I was going to ask anybody to get me Lego sets this year, like it would probably be those. I mean, the Notre Dame de Paris one though. Oh, that looks so cool. I like that one a lot. Yeah, there's a couple other ones in there too. Orient Express, the motorized lighthouse, like I just don't know where I would put them. Like they're huge.
Yeah, I'm running out of space to put Lego. So
yeah. And I have to be an adult. I'm I love the fact that I have a house that I could decorate with Lego if I want to, but I want some semblance of me being responsible.
Yeah, there needs to be a room that looks like you know what you're fucking doing.
Yeah, and I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh.
All right. Okay, so what do you got?
So I want to know if you want to play a game, Drew.
Okay, I'm always here to play a game.
Okay, so this week Apple announced some new Macs with the M4 chip.
Okay.
I ordered a Mac.
Ooh.
Would you like to try to guess what I bought?
Okay, so I'm out of the loop on Apple stuff.
Okay. All right. So what I would do is go to apple.com.
Okay, I'm there.
/Mac. Okay.
/Mac.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So they updated the Mac Mini, the iMac, and the MacBook Pro. So let's start there. Which one of those did you think I bought? The new Mac Mini does look. It looks sweet, by the way. It's like super. It's like a little Mac Studio. It's like tinier.
It does look kind of nice.
It looks really nice. What do you think I ordered?
Okay, so you bought a new MacBook Air not too long ago.
I did 2 years ago.
Has it been that long?
A little bit more than 2 years, I think, but yeah, roughly. Yeah,
but I thought you bought a laptop not too long ago, though, or maybe that was for Jennifer.
It was the M2 MacBook Air. It's the last thing I bought. Yeah,
okay.
I bought some iPads and stuff, but yeah.
Okay, so
I'll give this. It is for me. It's for me.
It's for you.
It's for me.
Is it for work for you?
No, it's for me.
This is for you.
For me.
And the MacBook Air didn't get updated.
Well, it technically did. It's the same chip. Everything comes with 16 gigs of RAM now. The RAM fairy came to Apple and gave all the Macs 16 gigs of RAM.
Okay, so there's an obvious answer to this, but then there's the answer that I think it is.
Okay.
I think you bought an iMac.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
I bought a MacBook. I bought a MacBook Pro.
God damn it. Okay.
Okay.
So
click on MacBook Pro. Okay. All right. So let's pretend that you're going to pre-order a MacBook Pro, Drew. Okay. Did I get a 14-inch or a 16-inch?
Okay, so I've already been wrong once. I'm going to say you went with a 14.
I did.
Okay.
I went with a 14.
If it's for you and it's not for work, I think the smaller screen probably plays well for your lifestyle.
Yeah, I like the portability. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, next.
Now, so it comes with the base M4, the M4 Pro, or the M4 Max. Which is the M4 for Paul? You can click on those things, and so the M4 Pro either comes with 12 or 14 CPUs, where the Max is 14 CPUs. 32
the M4, so the M4 is a 10 core each. The M4 Pro is a 12 or 14, and the M4 Max is a 1432 with 36 gigs of RAM. Well, I know that you're a big storage boy.
I am.
You do tend to value your storage. So it's going to be something that has a terabyte, whether you configured it after the fact or not. You've never really talked to me about memory requirements for anything that you do.
Okay.
Are you doing more AI stuff at home?
I am doing. I am dabbling in some software development at home recently.
Interesting.
No, I don't want to talk about it yet. No. Some iOS development. Yeah, I'm playing around in that space. My current MacBook Air has 24 gigabytes of RAM. If that one's going to give you a hint.
Now, is your upgrade based on this development work, or was it just time?
Part of it, I feel like I was like some of the audio processing that I do and some of the other things I've been doing recently. I just feel like I needed a little bit more.
Yeah, you need this for your work.
I need a little bit more oomph. I need a little bit more oomph.
Okay. I'm going to say that you did not get the base M4.
I did not. You're correct.
I think you went with the Pro.
I went with the Pro.
Okay. And then you probably went with the 14 core CPU.
Yes. Okay. Space black or silver?
Oh, you're a silver boy.
I went silver. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're correct. I started with the 14 core CPU, 20 core GPU, 24 gigabytes memory, 1 terabyte of storage. So
that's a pretty good upgrade for the price.
yeah. Okay. So now
that's not unreasonable.
Okay. But so here now that we're here, what upgrades did I do?
Whew, okay. I don't think you sprung for nano texture display.
I did not.
Okay. I don't think you upgraded the GPU.
I did not. Not at all. Correct.
I do not think you added memory.
I did.
Oh, you went to 48.
I went to 48.
Okay, interesting. I don't think you upgraded storage.
I did.
2 terabytes?
to 2 terabytes.
Okay.
Yep.
And then you probably didn't buy Final Cut Pro.
No. There it is. That's the Mac I bought.
Wow. When do you get it?
A week from tomorrow. So the 8th.
Boy.
Yep. The day after my PlayStation 5 Pro comes.
Oh, you bought one of those?
I did. Of course I did.
I thought that gamers were mad about that.
Gamers that don't have money.
Oh, okay. Well, Jesus. Wow. Okay, Rockefeller. Jesus. Putting on airs, I see.
Exactly.
Okay.
It's like, I don't want to spend money for just slightly more like graphical fidelity. I'm like, I fucking do.
I mean, I guess if you want to play God of War for a third time, I don't know. Like, what games are going to take advantage of it? Isn't that what they're mad about?
A lot of most of the first party stuff's going to have PS Pro editions, and all new games have to have it. So there you go.
Have to have it.
Mm-hmm.
Have to have
it. Or Sony just says no. So yeah. So that's the Mac I bought.
Wow. So you'll get a PS5 Pro and a new computer all within a week.
Mm-hmm. And a root canal.
Oh, dude, don't even talk to me about my dental problems right now. I got something else I got to get done. Yeah. I got to get a tooth pulled.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so next week's a big week for me.
Big week for Paul. Big week in the Baylor house. You got a son going off to college. You're getting all kinds of new tech. Man, pretty soon you're going to be buying spatial audio upgrades. Man, it's going to be what will you do next?
You have to spend the $20, dude. You have to for the content.
All right, let's figure it out. Let's do it live. So how do I buy it?
I don't know. How do you buy it?
Okay, well, we got to... Okay, so here's what we're going to do. So I'm going to launch Call of Duty, okay? Because I think you got to do it from in the game.
That makes sense, yeah. Or at least take you to the... I bet you at least it will take you to the store page where it is.
Because like I'm in the Xbox app and I don't see like an add-on there. So let's figure out what we do here. So I launch Black Ops 6. Okay, there goes my CPU fan and my GPU fan. Great. Yeah, right. Okay, so we're launching the game. We're going into the terrible launcher that they have, because you have to go into a launcher which needs its own update, and then sometimes like that updates, and then you launch the game, and then it needs an update, and it's just like, oh my god, guys, why can't we just go into the game? Okay, so I'm gonna go into multiplayer, and then I'm gonna go into the settings. I'm gonna go to audio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, speaker output, stereo, audio mix, Treyarch mix, mono audio, show more. Okay, so where do I do this? Master game volume, audio mix. What's sucker punch? Tightest dynamic range. I don't know what any of this means. Mute licensed music. Oh, for streaming. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, there's all kinds of things.
I'm trying to see if the internet would tell me how you have to buy it. But mostly it's just people talking about it.
Yeah, account and network. Maybe it's on my network end user policy. How do you buy this fucking thing? Oh, wait a minute. Channels. Nope. Okay, it's not there. It's not in the audio settings.
Okay. That screenshot doesn't tell me where to go.
Mute licensed music, asymmetrical hearing compensation, configure frequency intensity, mute licensed music, hit marker preset.
They're doing a very bad job of selling this to you.
I mean, I would love to buy it for the content.
Mm-hmm.
Activision account, import settings. Okay. All right, we're gonna go to a browser.
Mm-hmm.
How to buy spatial audio Black Ops 6. A more detailed dynamic soundscape. The adapted battlefield. Project vocal lines. Okay. This doesn't tell me anything. Black Ops 6 has an option to pay for better audio.
Yeah, that's all I see is articles saying that it's possible. Not how do you give money?
Yeah, it doesn't tell
Activision,
me.
we got $20 incoming. How do we do it? Is there like a
Black Ops 6
store?
offers $20 pay to hear audio tech. Will support enhanced headphone mode. Okay, enhanced headphone mode. Okay, so maybe that's a hint. So let's go back to audio. So headphones. Show more. No. Headphone bass boost. Headphone bass cut. Voice boost. No. So there's headphones. Huh. It doesn't tell me. Okay, so hold on. Maybe I need to go into single player. Let's see. Maybe it's not an option for multiplayer. And if it's not an option for multiplayer, I don't want it. Because I already beat the campaign. I'm not going to pay $20 to do that. So we're going into the campaign menu now, which has its own settings outside of the multiplayer settings, because that's how this works now. So that other thing quit, and now it's launching another thing.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Switching between applications in real time here. Okay, so now we're in the campaign menu. Let's see what we got here. Waiting for networking. Is it going to tell me update requires restart? Yep. Update requires restart. Okay, hold on. I gotta launch it again. Boy, this is riveting. This is riveting fucking shit here. Okay, so achievements, add-ons for this game.
Wow. So I have discovered a part of the internet I did not know exist. I knew that many websites would tell you what they felt would be the best graphical settings for a given video game. But in Black Ops 6, there are dozens of sites that will tell you what they think the best audio settings are.
And there's like the best controller settings. There's the best. God. Dude, I tell you what, man, content creators love this shit, man. Okay, so the update required a restart, but it did not automatically restart my game. Let the record show.
Handy, convenient. Yeah. It went you back in that launcher.
Okay, you have to pay for good audio. Okay, so it doesn't tell me how to do it. It does not tell you how to do it. Properly map the enhanced headphone mode.
Find it?
The immersive game pack, a personalized option on the Call of Duty. So it's on the Call of Duty store.
Okay.
And it offers a free trial.
Of course there's a store.
Oh yeah, there's a whole marketplace for this shit, dude. Okay, so let's so store, Vault Edition upgrade, Black Ops 6, Call of Duty endowment.
Sorry.
Call of Duty Vault Edition upgrade. Okay, so that's standard edition. Nope, it's not there. So let's go. Oh man, this is so confusing. Store. Dude, there's nothing in the store. Maybe it's not out for PC yet.
Their monetization guy is failing. Maybe it's not.
Speaker output window. Oh, okay. It's headphones or stereo, I should say. Maybe I need to change it to Windows default, and then audio mix. No. Show audio. Asymmetrical hearing compensation. No. Configure frequency. Boy, dude, if this exists, I don't know where the fuck it is. We tried to do it for the content.
You have to keep next week. We'll put it in the show for next week.
So the immersive game pack can then be purchased. Personalized. For players looking to get much better audio, there's an option to use spatial audio. This allows the game to properly map The game's enhanced headphone modes bring with it a universal. They will need to pay extra. A personalized audio profile creates your unique hearing and ear shape. The immersive Game Pass. Boy, I want to give them money, but it ain't happening.
Oh,
it ain't happening, dog. Well, we tried. We'll save it. Okay, we'll look into it. We'll look into it and we'll figure it out for next week.
I believe.
Get us out of here.
I believe in you. We're on the internet, doingtheirbest.com. You can find show notes, links, contact information, all kinds of great stuff there. And hey, thanks for listening.